Alright, everybody! So, I've got some very, very good news for you guys here. First things first, I'm going to go ahead and restart my game, because it's getting a little laggy, and I will be right back. Okie doke. So, smoother now. Really cool stuff. Okay, there's a few things that I have in my inventory that we're going to be looking at. First things first, we're going to do this really quick. Look at that. We have every single item except for 4 dragon eggs. Uh-huh. Cool stuff, right? How on earth did we go from having none of that to all of that? First of all, let's look at our incredible amounts of iron. We've got 12k iron, 9k glass, and all that cool stuff. Yeah, I can get the gold out of here. What I can say is I did a little bit of off-camera mining, as one does. I also made a crossbow, but first we're going to go see what I did. So, I have a new little teleport here. It's called Mob Farms. And as you can see, we have utilized a bit of Apotheosis. Apotheosis is a pretty swell mod, not going to lie. Righty, so what are we doing here? Well, I've got a Mob Masher spec'd out with 10 sharpness upgrades and 10 looting upgrades, vector plates pushing him in towards it. And I have 2 really cool spawners. So the spawners themselves from Apotheosis, you can change the delay, you can change, like ignore players. When they spawn, they have no AI. You can change the frequency that they spawn, the delay, how many entities spawn, and all that kind of cool stuff. And that's what we've been doing. We've also set them up to have a on and off switch with these, and I'll show you what we're doing. So these are called redstone transmitters, and that right there is a redstone receiver. So basically what you got to do is you got to take a GPS data card, and you got to shift right click the block that you're sending the redstone signal to. In that case, it would be that receiver there. And then you just come slap that GPS data card in here, and then you will just flick like so, and then we're off to spawning stuff. This is exactly how I got all of my iron. And so basically what happens is they're all going into this absorption hopper here, which that is the area that it's collecting stuff. And then I've got a item cable on the bottom pulling straight down. These things pull extremely quick, so they're just sending it straight into a dimensional chest, as you can see. Same thing over here. We've got a bunch of witches spawning like crazy, and then they're dying, and then all of their stuff is being sent into here. The main reason why I've got witches here is because of redstone. So now let's go ahead and go back. We've got 3k redstone now, so we're building up the redstone pretty quick now. So in this episode, what I want to do is I want to craft ourselves a wyvern solar panel. That's right. The only thing we're missing is the dragon eggs, and I believe we can do it. Now, there's a few things with the dragon. First of all, it's extremely annoying to deal with. So, if you're trying to melee it, you're kind of insane. So what I've done is I've made a tertium crossbow. The tertium crossbow, you make it just simple. You just make yourself a crossbow, and then you make yourself an inferium crossbow. It's really super simple. Yeah, super simple. We can't go to the Imperium just yet, but we will eventually. Now what we need to do is we need to get into enchanting. That is a strong bow, I tell you what. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the... we're going to go to the end and fight some dragons. Oh yeah. Thank you. Do that. But ended up getting 6 dragon eggs. Turns out this crossbow is absolutely goated. And I love it. It's my favorite. I really do love it. It's nice. So let's get this thing rolling. Now it has to craft 10,000 planks. Has to craft 7,800 mirrors, 2,048 solar panels. Wowzers. Wow. Wowee. Ready, everybody? 3, 2, 1. Bam. Also, by the way, I did raise the amount of chunks that we can load. And it's really simple how you do that. All you got to do is you just, if I can remember how to do it here. Let's see here. Large map. Yeah, so you go to the large map, come down here to the settings, and then you can see them right here. The max claimed chunks per player and the max force loaded chunks per player, you can up them there. Yep. Really cool stuff. The solar panels, which are now done, by the way. Look at that. What's 65? Let's get a calculator. Calculator. Let's go 65, 536. And then we're going to do that times 2. 131,000 RF per tick generating, which is kind of insane. Now, we're going to get a flux plug, and then we are going to get a capacitor bank. So the capacitor bank, I want the vibrant one, which means we're going to need a few of the others. So set some auto crafting up for that, which I don't think we have enough room for it. We don't. We could try, though. So the basic capacitor bank, we need these basic capacitors here. The grains of infinity are pretty self-explanatory to get. I should have quite a bit of it. I only got 100 of them. Can I make grains of infinity seeds? Sure can. We can definitely make those. Okay, and then these require a few different things. First off is the double, which means I need an empower. Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to get a few of the basic ones. Because the basic ones hold 500k. And how many of those can I make? Can I make 32 of them? No, I'm missing 93 of those. That's the only thing I'm missing? Can I do that? Can I make 10 of them? I mean, yeah, I'll do 10 of them, because these kind of scale. They're kind of like a multi-block, so I won't mind at all. Where's our elevator? Okay, first things first. Actually, you know what? We should probably get our power down first before we get too into it. Before I get crazy with it. No, we're just going straight to it. All right, roll. We're going to go in here because it's always day. And I have already set up a chunk right here, which is this chunk. This chunk is going to be our chunk, and our chunk only, for these beautiful things. Okay, so when it comes to having the power bank down, we'll probably just do something like that. And then we look here, we can hold 5 million FE. And then we literally just plump them on there. And it's full. Well, yeah. And now these are filling up with a lot of power. Now, you see how much power that is? Watch this. I mean, this is almost charged. Yeah, it's a little silly. So, got a fully charged thingy now, so that's cool. Yeah, we've got quite a bit of power now. How long we've been going for? 31 minutes. That's a fun time. to let it go. Let's go back. Let's get a sign really quickly so I know exactly what I'm doing here. Let's get a sign. Let's get our flex plug. I forgot to do that. Let's get another way shrine, which I should have one there. Yep. We'll do here. Power. And then let's go move it up. Right there. We'll go down one for the mob farms. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to slide one of these onto probably one of these, because if we look at them here, let's do this. So they can transfer 512 FE a tick. These guys can't do anything remotely close to that. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to put the flex plug on top of one of these guys, like so. Now, does that stop the light generation? It does not look to. So what I could do is I'm going to kind of arrange this. Actually, let me pick that up. We're going to put it on the side there. Yeah, we're going to do that. I don't know if that can do that, but we're going to make a new one. This one is going to be power generation. Alright, we can do power in. And we can do that with blue. So we'll create that. And then we'll select power blue. We'll come back. We're going to hope that that's all we need. Let's go to the sphere. And then we'll do point. We'll jump up here. Actually, no, it's underground, eh? Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to break this. And now all of that should start losing power. Eventually. Okay, yeah, see, there's no more generation going. As soon as it's done with the generation, then it'll start losing power. Because it stores power in here too, kind of like a backlog. Yeah, see, stored power there, it's going down. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put a flex point, probably right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to swap this over to... no, because that's power in. So then we can go... power... disconnect. We'll go network selection, this one. Home, power... I don't think we can edit it. Network settings. There it is. Power out. Apply. Apply. Okay, so now we're blue. Right. Okay, yeah, let's keep it red. We'll go here, we'll go power out, change it to red, gold beans. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go upstairs. And we're going to do exactly what I wanted to do for a very long time. We're going to get rid of all these darn windmills. Because we have superior power generation now. And then get rid of all that. And then we're going to get rid of this, this, and that. Okay, now that we got rid of that, let's hop back downstairs. Let's make sure all of our stuff is still online and rolling. If it's not, then we might need to figure something out, yeah. First things first, let's go ahead and jump down here. Let's grab that. Let's move it upstairs, that way I don't have to continue doing all this. Okay, we got a flex plug here. No, that's the flex plug. Hold on. Can I reset that? Yep. Let's reset those two. And then boom, boom. We can actually move all of those windmills into the system here. Oh, man. Okay. We'll do that. Okie dokes. We got a few more in our system there. Righty. Let's see if our system is retaining power. No energy generation which is a little bit fine because we don't have a point down at the moment. So we'll throw a point down here, and we're gonna go here, power out, and leave it alone. You guys generate 65, 536, 65, 536, and then times that by 2. 131072. 131072. 131, comma 072 RF per tech. Yeah. Beautiful stuff. Now what we can do is we can start going crazy on some quarries. How much time are we running through? 43 minutes. Let's go ahead and set our first quarry up, right? What we're going to do is we're going to go back to the sphere. We're going to get a few things. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get a builder. The builder should already have a shape card in it, which it does. We're going to yank it out because we're going to be using it. We need a fortune card. We can do a clearing fortune card, which means we're going to need what? Gas tier, clearing fortune card to the fortune card. We need a gas tier, and then we need a quarry card, which is a clearing quarry card, which is this. Oh, it's wow. Can we even do that? Oh, okay. So it's having us go to dimensions for that. Okay. So, we're not doing the quarry card. Let's do RF tools card. Let's see what we can do here. So the regular old quarry is that, which means we can't do that. Fortune quarry. Quarry, elite crafting, which is netherite, elite component, black iron. Let's get the... I feel like we might want to get black iron automated first. Okay. We're going to keep black iron there. And I'm going to do some crafting off camera, and we can see what we get going on. So apparently we can't do the quarry just yet. But we're working towards it, and then we will have some cool power generations with that. So, appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys. Oh, actually, hold on. Let's go back to our power generation, get a good screenshot. Appreciate you guys for watching, and we will see you guys next time.